Welcome in video business owners and video professionals. Today we're going to go over our 5-step process to land and deliver for virtual clients. So I am Jay Espitia Pierluisi, and I created this training because too many videographers are struggling to land their first virtual client. They experience back pain from filming all day, aka Ronin back, and they want to create true location freedom in their video business. That way they can travel when and where they want, or even move to a new city without it negatively impacting their income. So why should you even trust me or listen to the advice I'm going to give? Well, I've been full-time inside of our video business for over 6 years, and initially when we got into this business, we invested into Full-Time Filmmaker, which to this day is still one of the best online courses that we've bought. And we did everything the course taught us to do, from real estate, videography, and photography to wedding videos. We did a lot of local work with tattoo shops, product videos, and we did a ton of corporate work with business owners, setting up talking head videos for websites. We did car commercials. We've done all kinds of car dealership video shoots with Audi, Ford, Lincoln. And we've been able to get some pretty cool shots. You can see here some of the shots we've been able to get over the past few years, from drone shots to product videos using the green screen and masking and water tanks, having FPV drone pilots on our shoots, to being able to work with brand new cars that have never been driven before, capture all these amazing shots. You guys can get an idea of some of the work that we've done over the past few years. So with that being said, we've also been able to have made some decent money, right? We're blessed to have earned some pretty good paying work over the past years. You can see here a $15,000 invoice, another $20,000 payment, $9,000 payment, $15,000 payment, even a $22,000 check the month before I turned 22 years old. And unfortunately, I'm sure you guys a lot remember a few years back when the pandemic hit and everything got canceled, everything got shut down, every in-person shoot was no longer a possibility. So I had to, really look at myself in the mirror and ask myself, how much freedom do you really have? And although I wasn't working a full-time job anymore, I was in our business full-time and was starting to create some financial freedom. I realized that there's really 3 main types of freedom. There's also time freedom and location freedom. All right, so I started asking myself, well, the business that I'm in, a video production company, that's good because I can earn more than I was making at a job. I can create more financial freedom, but it wasn't really ideal for time freedom or location freedom. So I started thinking, well, what other business models could provide me this type of freedom? A social media management business, that could be good for location freedom, but they don't always make the best income, and you're going to be all day stuck posting on your phone for different clients, which can be a headache. Or if you want true time freedom, you could just be unemployed, right? Just don't work and you can do anything you want with your time. But unfortunately, there's no financial freedom and you'd be stuck to a certain location. So we even considered a video editing agency, right? Giving us a little bit more time freedom, being able to delegate the editing and location freedom. But unfortunately, editing alone wasn't providing us with the high paying clients to create more financial freedom, until we discovered the virtual video producer model, which is exactly what we're going to go over here.
Fire. Your team definitely
has allowed us to work with clients all around the world. Here's one of them.
A great system, from the audio, the lighting, the background, the shades, all the details that add up to the big picture for the podcast, for the YouTube, 10x the personal brand. Appreciate you guys, man.
Right here, highly known business owner online, 300,000 followers on Instagram. We were to work with him for a little bit over a year and helped him take his social media to the next level 100% virtually. He was in California. We were in Colorado meeting over Zoom, and we were able to, start attracting a lot more clients. They really loved it, and they were paying us on a consistent monthly basis. And you can see here some more invoices. And we started working with clients virtually, right? So here's another client we were able to work with and help them get their content without actually having to be there in person. This completely opened up our mind, and we started working with all kinds of clients and helping them, whether they're filming with their smartphone or with a more professional camera. We were able to guide them through that whole process. Our team started to grow. We started getting, more editors overseas as well to handle the back end work. And that completely started to open us up, as well as creating more opportunities in our business. We collected over $1 million in cash inside of our virtual video business. And we were able to partner with some pretty cool people like FTF, you can see right here, launching their software VidLead Studio, and even Adobe. We are on the Adobe website. We were able to partner with them as a client, and now we are on their website, and even Official Think Media, which a lot of you guys probably know. They're huge on YouTube, and a lot of video creators know who they are. So we've been able to accomplish some pretty cool things over the past few years, and now we've streamlined our process in 2025. All right, we've been able to really just streamline this virtually with clients, guide them the same way we would as an in-person shoot, right? And you can see me here working with more clients on Zoom, having the ideas on my monitor and guiding them just like a normal shoot. How has your experience filming with me today been so far? Thoughts on us using assets that you've given us to come up with these ideas? How close does it sound to the ideas you've already had?
Yeah, the topics are super industry relevant. They sound like me. It's really amazing. It's so simple. It is brainless. Like I don't have to think about anything. I just show up. Jay is like, put the light here, put the camera there, turn it that way, click this button, adjust this setting, and then gives me the prompts and allows me to be me while also like sparking my mind of what topics I can talk about.
All right, so that was a recent video shoot that I did with one of our clients, and
got at least 5 or
pause that real quick. This was literally just 2 weeks ago, guys, here in 2025. Here's another one from another one of our virtual clients who is in a completely different state. And you can just hear his feedback from these virtual shoots we're doing. This is real life clients giving you real life feedback.
5 or 6 YouTube videos, which is more than what we need for this month. And we got a ton of reels as well.
Again, I appreciate all your prep work. A lot of people in your business probably would just show up and go, okay, guys, tell me what you want to say. And you never do that. So I just want to tell you, we really appreciate you.
Oh, thank you, Pete. We appreciate you a ton as well, guys. You're always great.
All right, so a lot of people in your business would probably just show up and say, what do you want to talk about? I hope none of you guys watching are doing that. But if you are, it's okay because we're going to go over that today. Our promise is by the end of this video, you'll be able to optimize your video business for financial freedom, location freedom, and time freedom by implementing our 5-step process to land and deliver results for virtual clients. That way you can travel when you want, with who you want, without pausing your income. All right, guys, and I'm not talking about regular travel shoots, okay? There's a lot of travel videographers out there, and we've done that as well, right? Waking up early. I know what those shoots are like. You wake up early, you film all day, you finish late at night, maybe get some dinner, go to sleep, and you fly out without really getting to explore or enjoy that new city for yourself. And here's just a few different states and different cities we've traveled to over the past few years that have been just filming, right? It's not the same as being a virtual video producer and having all three of the core freedoms: financial freedom, location freedom, and time freedom. Because I want you guys to be able to take more paycations. That's right. You can take paycations, not work paycations, not vacations, but paycations. The first time I experienced this was about 4 years ago, guys, and I took a 10-day vacation to Hawaii. All right. And during that vacation, because I was starting to implement the virtual video producer model, I was able to generate an extra $3,000 during my vacation. I'll never forget that. If I'm being honest with you, this was 4 years ago. I was starting to run out of a little bit of money, and thank God we had that $3,000 invoice that hit right away on automatic payment with our retainer virtual clients that allowed me to continue moving forward and enjoy the rest of my trip. And even 2 years ago, guys, we decided to take a 2-week vacation to Houston, Texas. We grew up mostly in Colorado here in the United States, and we decided to go 2 weeks to visit Houston, Texas. They just opened up this brand new gym called Alpha Land, where a lot of creators and, just online people were at this place. It was great, and we were able to do that. During those 2 weeks, we added an extra $11,400, guys, in 2 weeks, okay, while we were on a paycation. We were getting paid to be on vacation because our business was still running. And that allowed us to move to a new state, right? We have, a pretty nice house thanks to the Lord. You can see here this quick video, of the current house that Rob and I live in here in Houston. We decided to move out here, and, we have a pool table, a movie room. We got master bedrooms. Both of us have nice showers and bathrooms and living room and kitchen. And, we've been able to enjoy some nice meals out here as well. You can see this big sushi boat here that we were able to celebrate as brothers. And even just a few months ago, we went on another paycation outside of the country. We traveled to a whole new country, Medellin, Colombia, and we were able to generate an extra $22,070 during that 2-week vacation. All right, guys, so this wasn't like, hey, we had to go film out there in Medellin. No, we went out there because we wanted to, and we were able to generate an extra $22,000 inside of our virtual video production business. Okay, so not only that, but we were able to spend some time with family. You can see here we took our grandparents out to multiple outings, and we're able to cover the expenses and just enjoy that quality time with family members that we don't know how long we'll really be here on Earth. We were able to enjoy the lifestyle a bit. You can see some nice steaks we were cooking there, and the penthouse Rob and I stayed at, and being able to go shopping at the mall and just really enjoy traveling and different countries in the world, guys. And, not only that, having that location freedom, but also the time freedom that comes with being a virtual video producer, because you're not having to do all the work yourself. I was able to focus back on my health, reinvest my time into my health. And you can see here, each of these photos are a year apart. I was able to go from, full-time filmmaker bod, and I know a lot of the guys at full-time filmmaker, Parker and the Wallbeck Bros are all in shape, right? But, at least at myself at the time when I was working full-time in my video business, I wasn't prioritizing my health. And now that I had the time to focus back on my health, I was able to see some drastic changes. And most importantly, I had more time to focus on my faith. I really didn't have to rush my mornings because I had to be somewhere at a certain time or a certain shoot. I was able to prioritize my faith throughout my day, and it's something that I encourage every single one of you guys watching, to get closer to your faith, whatever that looks like for you. I absolutely believe that God loves you, and, it's up to you to continue to search for him and build that relationship. And that's been a big part of how I've been able to invest my time. So today we're going to talk about our step-by-step process to land and deliver for virtual clients. As a bonus, I'm going to give you guys a $15,000 sales call breakdown of a virtual offer that I closed. And the third thing is going to be a private implementation invitation. That's right. So with that being said, guys, right now, it's freezing here. We're going to talk about the problem, okay, that I keep seeing. Too many videographers are stuck in an endless cycle of shooting and editing with little time actually spent for the business growth. They feel like a moving company because they're constantly hauling gear around, setting it up, taking it down, putting it up. They experience Ronin back, from those long hours filming, limited to small local budgets instead of actually charging what they're worth, editing more than 15 hours per week, which keeps them from marketing, networking, or selling. They have clients that have high demands, faster turnarounds, but their margins keep shrinking. There's no consistent client pipeline. They're just all relying on referrals or even one-off projects. And they feel stuck, overworked, and underpaid with no real business growth. And because of that, now they are competing on price instead of building a high value offer. They're only offering one-off projects instead of monthly retainers. They're sending proposals and hoping for a yes instead of using a proven sales process. They're relying on local clients, which limits their income potential. They're trying to edit everything themselves, which is honestly just wasting time instead of scaling. Maybe they try to hire editors, but they're not doing it with a system, which leads to consistent revisions and frustrations. Because of all this, now they're making clients come up with their own ideas instead of having a full service solution. And the worst part is they're expecting clients to post all their own content, resulting in no results or renewals, which means they're always chasing the next client after the other because they're not able to keep clients for months or even years. So, guys, if you are right now doing endless on-site shoots, running around from location to location, setting up your gear, tearing it down, if you have back pain or physical strain from hauling heavy gear, tripods, and dealing with that Ronin back, if you have no time to market and grow because you're too busy filming and editing, doing all the work yourself, if you're limited to local clients, which keeps you stuck at your current city, some of you guys are living in small cities where you're not able to actually reach those higher paying clients because of your location. And that causes financial stress because you're getting just a lot of lower ticket deals instead of high ticket video deals. Now you have no time freedom. You can't really travel or take vacations with your spouse, your family. And maybe you're experiencing that mental burnout as well, juggling filming, editing, marketing, and client management all by yourself. So if that's what you're experiencing right now, I want you to know there's a new way. All right, there's a better way and there's a new way. And the reason this is important is if you don't adapt, you're going to lose 90% of opportunities outside of your local area. And that really limits you to like 1% of business owners in the entire world who would be willing to pay you money for your services because you're choosing not to adapt. If you don't adapt, then your clients will leave you to buy from cheaper options, right? They might go and hire their own editor overseas or a social media intern. I just spoke to someone today who's been working with an editor overseas himself, right? Getting, $20 edits. And that's fantastic, right? For, the client if they're happy with the work. But the problem is that, they can just get cheaper editors, but they're not providing that full service, right? So clients might leave you to go get those cheaper editors, but they're not getting the results they want. And the most important reason why it's important that you adapt is so you don't get left behind and repeat the same cycle again this year while you watch other video professionals who are creating true freedom in their lives. I want you to ask yourself right now, are you living the same experience this year than what you lived last year? And if the answer is yes, and you're tired and you're ready to actually experience the life that you want to live and have the lifestyle that you want to live because of the business that you created, then it's time to adapt. So, the first step out of our 5-step process is to build a no-brainer virtual offer. This is going to allow you to work with clients 100% virtually on a monthly retainer instead of chasing one-off projects. So that's going to help you eliminate location limits. So you're not relying on those local clients only. And now you can open yourself up to national or even a global market. It's going to allow you to have consistent monthly revenue so that you can stop all those unpredictable one-off projects and high months, low months, but actually have sustainability. It's going to increase your perceived value because clients are a lot more likely to commit to you on an offer that has an all-in-one solution instead of just editing or just filming. You're going to become an indispensable partner because now you're actually guiding your client. They trust you. They're asking you questions rather than them telling you what to do and bossing you around. And you're going to be able to stop that hustle mindset, always trying to find a new client every month, but actually have those retainers that give you financial stability and peace of mind. The second step inside of our 5-step process is to set up an automated lead generation process. All right, guys, this is going to bring in those high ticket leads consistently without ads or cold calling. By doing this, you're going to turn your social media into a lead magnet using strategic short form content, 2-step posts to attract inbound leads. You're going to be able to implement a DM system that book calls for you. Use proven scripts, automations to generate conversations that converts into sales calls. During this step, you're also going to want to leverage your own content. Become the face of your brand, okay? No longer like you're going to be the videographer who says, oh, I'm more comfortable behind the camera. It's time to step in front of the camera. The same way you want to get business by shaking hands, talking to people, it's the same way you're going to get business online. You got to show face, you got to virtually shake hands, and you got to offer value. Build a referral and partnership pipeline. This is going to be huge as well. Okay, that way you're not just solely relying on new traffic, but you have happy clients who send you business your way. And make it time efficient and scalable because once this system is installed, you'll have a predictable flow of high quality leads, every single sales calls, every single week without paid ads. Guys, on average, the people we work with, they're getting 2 to 3 new sales calls every single week. If you're not getting on 2 to 3 new sales calls every single week, you're doing something wrong, and it's time to set up an automated lead generation system. Number 3 is going to be to master a high converting sales process. That way you can convert those leads into long-term high paying clients. So by following this process, you're going to be able to get people that are pre-sold before the call because of all the content and messaging that they've watched before they're talking to you. You're also going to make sure that you implement that sales without sleaze because hard selling does not work in 2025. It doesn't work in 2024. It hasn't worked for the past 10 years. And if you're still trying to hard sell, you're going to have a challenge actually converting those clients because people don't want to be forced to do something. They want to have options and they want to have solutions. So speaking of, you want to make sure that you are solving 5-figure problems, okay? 10K and up problems, because that way when you charge anywhere from $2,000 to $5,000 a month, it's a much easier investment. When you can create this high converting sales process, it's going to allow you to close deals in one call. You shouldn't be sending proposals back and forth and a bunch of emails. You need to have a structured call that converts in 60 minutes or less. And of course, no more lowering your value. So, being able to actually handle those objections and confidently charge your rates without getting price shopped or, negotiated down to the bottom. Step number 4, guys, this has 3 different individual steps. So the first one is in step number 4, installing a profitable delivery system. There's 3 parts to this. The first part is scripting and remote filming. You want to make sure you can create unlimited content ideas and guide your clients through stress-free shoots with those industry-specific ideas. So you heard some of the clients that I worked with just this month give you their feedback on the ideas. Make sure you're coming in with pre-planned content strategies and scripts, hooks, call to actions to make it easy for your clients to show up and film while making sure the content is helping with conversion. Make sure that you're coaching your client on camera throughout the shoot, inspiring them, encouraging them, giving them words of affirmation that help them perform better on camera. Every client out there says, hey, Jay, just tell me what to do better and I'll do it better. But I can promise you guys from experience, if you tell someone what they should be doing better during the shoot, it's just going to make them more nervous. It's just going to make them, struggle a bit. So of course, you want to make sure you coach your client, give them positive feedback. If they're doing something wrong, let them know in a feedback sandwich, which is positive, constructive feedback, and then another positive comment. This is the best way to coach your client during the shoot so they're not nervous, they enjoy the experience, and they keep paying you time and time again. And of course, make sure you're batching that content, guys. You shouldn't be filming anything less than 30 videos on a virtual shoot. If you're doing less than 30 videos, it's not going to be ideal for you or your clients. The second part inside of our 4-step process in delivery is your editing system. You want to make sure you can delegate all of these edits to a full for less than $1,000 a month instead of wasting your time or hiring unreliable freelancers. So that's going to allow you to free up 20 plus hours a week, get out of the weeds of editing so you can focus on those high value activities without having to deal with a bunch of freelancers that just are late or, delay your work or, have other clients that maybe are paying them more than you are. And because of that, you're no longer on their priority list. Also, it's going to make your cost just flat and consistent and predictable. And of course, you want to make sure you install a quality control process. This is to make sure that every single edit meets the standards before reaching your client. And then, scaling that content production with an editor who's doing full-time editing the whole time, you're going to be able to sell a lot more clients, guys. That's the truth. If you were just editing full-time, think about how many edits you can get done. That's the same thing we want to do with our editors. Make sure that we can set them up to be the best editor possible and attract more clients. Third step here, guys, third part inside of our 4-step process is the social media management. So make sure that your clients actually get the content posted so they get results and keep paying, okay? The truth is clients are too busy and forget to post. So you want to make sure you're doing this for your clients or they're not going to post the videos, they're not going to get results, and they're not going to renew, all right? You make sure that you are following algorithm-friendly strategies, repurposing long-form content into short-form content for more engagement. Definitely track performance and analytics every single month. You want to do a monthly report, show them what's been posted, where they got the most amount of views, and ideally be able to optimize that every single month. Show your clients really 4 things when it comes to tracking. You want to show them how much awareness was generated. This is the total sum of views. You want to show them how many leads were generated. This is total sum of followers and DMs. And you want to show them how many leads were nurtured. This is how many people saw longer videos. And then the 4th one is how many actually booked a call. Okay, so out of all those 4, you were in charge of bringing that person through that system and your client takes it from the sales call. All right, now the 5th step, speaking a lot here, 5th step is client retention and scaling strategy. So make sure that you are over delivering to keep your clients for years instead of months, guys. The reason that your clients are canceling after 2 months or 3 months without actually sticking it out for 6 months, 12 months, 2 years is because they're barely getting what they feel like they deserve. Or if you are meeting their standards, there's someone who can maybe do it a little cheaper. So you always want to go above and beyond and over deliver. That way, there's no stress on your client's part and they feel happy paying you month after month. Instead of being a problem finder, be a problem solver. That's the reason they're going to pay you month after month, for you to solve their problems. If they have revisions or they have little things they need you to take care of, just take care of it. Don't be that guy or that gal that says, oh, we are limited to 2 revisions or 3 revisions because that's what our contract says. Sure, if you do that, you might make your upfront work a little bit easier, but you make the long-term work harder because now you're chasing new clients month after month instead of choosing to over-deliver a bit to keep your clients happy, show them you're a problem solver, and continue working with them. You also want to make sure that you're proactively optimizing and always looking to find ways to improve. Make sure that you have new offers to upsell them to so you can expand the services you're providing for them and ultimately become a long-term partner, not just a service provider. So here are the 5-step process that we use to land and deliver for virtual clients. Feel free to screenshot that. And now you guys have a choice, okay? So option 1 is to go about this and implement this and try it out, and it might take you 4 years like it took us. Or option 2 is we will help you master in 4 weeks what took us 4 years to learn. So this is our implementation invitation to help you master in 4 weeks what took us 4 years to learn. And all you have to do if you're interested in having us help you implement this full system is just message me, Virtual Video Producer. On Facebook, type my name and then just message me, Virtual Video Producer, and I'll send you all the details to how we can start helping you implement this system. Now you might be asking, will this work for me? And that's a fair question, okay?
So
I just
in my
want to show
first
you.
full year as a video producer, I went from zero sales experience to booking $250,000 worth of video deals in the very first year of business. And I attribute a lot of that success to the training that I learned in sales from Jay. And just ultimately, I think the biggest takeaway I had was that you can sell things to people and still create a win-win without taking advantage of people, forcing a sale. You can still be sell a lot of things to people and help a lot of people and grow your business at the same time.
So there you have it, guys. Nathan, who just started his business his first year, was able to lock in $250,000 worth of video deals just in January, guys. This January of 2025, he already had $46,000 in deals, okay? And his biggest takeaway from working with us is you can be a good human and serve people and make good money in your business, guys. It just requires the right mindset and the right systems to go out there and start attracting this kind of work. Or Brody, who's also in his first year, was able to lock in multiple 5-figure months. You can just see a few screenshots from our conversations, close a $6,000 a month deal. Then this morning, a $10,000 deal. So this made it an $18,000 day for Brody. Another $9,000 deal here. And we were able to celebrate together. Or Aiden here, who closed a $16,000 deal. Right, so he was able to close his biggest retainer before. He was closing retainers anywhere from 2 to 4 per month, but now he's closing $5,000-$6,000 a month retainers and continue to grow. Or Evan here, who closed a $4,000 per month remote content consulting plus editing offer. He said, "Dude, I appreciate you sharing your business model. It inspired me to shift to a fully remote model so that I can travel more and help more people." Or Eric here, who was able to quit his full-time job and go into his business full-time here, making 5 figures a month and hitting those 10K per month goals. Or Heather, who was able to close a $6,000 package. He said, I literally did everything you just went over, Jay. This was so helpful. Thank you. Or Akash, who closed a $2,000 a month deal and then another $1,500 a month deal and then the $3,500 deal, implementing the systems that we've been able to share with them. Or Danny, Grand Slam, and then a 9K one offer. Or Alexis here, who closed $100 per month. She just absolutely crushed it and is continuing to grow her business with her partner Ron. Or Kel here, who closed a $5,300 per month retainer and then literally a few weeks later closed another $5K per month retainer, bringing her to $10,000 months. Or Cody here, who messaged me, "Dude, you're freaking kidding me, it worked. Easy $4,000 per month. I started the sales call, applied it to one of my clients, and he closed several more deals after that, guys." And it's just so many more examples of people who were able to close $5,000 retainers and so forth, like Seth here. And all you have to do, guys, is message me, Virtual Video Producer, and I'll send you all the details to how we can work together and help you implement this system. Okay.
What's
Here's
up, everybody?
Graham.
Graham here, owner of Value Productions. I just want to give a quick shout out testimonial to Jay and Rob and what they've taught me about virtual filming and becoming a virtual video producer. It has changed the game for what I do. Before, I used to travel all over, big shoots, pain in the back from carrying everything, dealing with crews, all that stuff. And now we've got much higher profit margins. I don't have to drive all over the place. Been able to hit 10K a month with this type of offer for our clients. And now my business is a global business because I've got clients all the way from California to the country Norway, and I'm here in Maine. So it's absolutely amazing. It really is cutting edge. Every time I tell people about what we do and virtual filming, they're like extremely blown away. It is cutting edge in what it means to be a high ticket creative and being able to offer this. It is such a benefit. It has changed the way that I do business. Pretty much all my clients now, other than a small handful, are all virtual, and it definitely take advantage of what Jay and Rob have to offer with the virtual filming. Highly suggest it. It'll take your business to the next level. And I just wanted to hop on here and give a shout out for that. And I hope you all have a blessed day.
Guys, these are real people whose lives have been changed by implementing these exact systems the same way that our life has changed. And we've really been able to create those 3 freedoms. So here's a few more. These are real people, guys, achieving success.
What's going on, guys? I just want to give a big shout out to my brothers Jay and Rob. They've been coaching me for over 3 months now. I just hit my first 10K a month right now. I'm super excited. And what I do mostly, I do remote production. So I visually build the studios for people and I help them produce their shows remotely. All right. This is super exciting because I get to work from my basement. And also I can serve any client from anywhere in the world, which is awesome. Sometimes I do actually deliver while I'm actually on vacation. This is true. Last year, I worked on a client's project and it took me a couple of hours. I was away. All I needed was my laptop and internet connection to be able to deliver for that client. And I was on vacation, guys. My family was around me. And even right now, I'm working from my basement and my family is always around me. So location freedom, plus you don't have to invest in any upfront gear or anything. You don't have to invest in cinematic cameras or those stuff, right? I'm a wedding videographer. I still do it, but not that much anymore because remote production now is the best thing, is a new thing. Plus you can work from anyone, from anywhere in the world, guys. Okay, this is remote production and the opportunity is so big. Okay, so I want to make sure you check out my brother Jay and Rob. They're gonna teach you how to craft the best offers, how to reach out to those clients, and most importantly, how to actually close those deals. All right.
All right, guys, that was Sam, who just hit his first $10,000 a month literally 2 weeks ago, guys. February 11th, 2025, just hit his first $10,000 a month, and he is absolutely killing it with this virtual video producer model.
I started my video business from essentially nothing and landed an $18,000 deal within the first month of working with Jay. I've had several more multi-$1,000 deals since working with him. He's extremely knowledgeable, extremely communicative, extremely kind, knows his stuff. If you're on the fence about it, make the investment. Invest in yourself, invest in coaching. Don't invest in gear for your video business other than what you have to get going. Invest in solid coaching. Jay is the best out there. I continue to learn ways to implement real strategies that actually help me make money, provide for my family, and continue to do what I love.
And guys, like Sam said earlier, you don't need any gear to start this kind of business. Brody just said, you don't need to go invest in all the newest tripods and this and that. Make sure that you have a business that's actually
MCM was
creating
a
a
complete
lifestyle
game
for
changer.
you.
I knew I wanted to make money with the camera. It was just a matter of, all right, how do I actually do it? And this course changed my entire life. I got to give them props for everything, even this very apartment that I pay $3,400 a month for. Like, I would not be able to live on my own at 23 years old. Most of my friends are just graduating college. They see me making moves like this, and they're like, bro, how? And it's like, I invested into myself. I knew what I wanted. I saw people who were in the space that were winning, and And I made the decision. I took a risk. You have to be able to take a risk.
So this is Aiden, who I just showed you guys earlier. He's absolutely crushing it. You know, he bought one of our original courses a few years ago, used that to get to Miami and move out his whole life out there. And, you know, just a few months ago, we were working one-on-one together, helping him implement these systems. He's closed a few retainers since then. And I just found out, I believe this January was his biggest month at $30,000 for the month, which is just incredible. And all that credit goes to him because he is a hardworking individual. And I just want you guys to be able to experience the same life and results we're experiencing, because it's very possible. We're not any different from you. And if you're watching this still this far, then, you know, I definitely encourage you to take us up on the opportunity. Go ahead and just message me, Virtual Video Producer. I'll send you all the information you need. We can help you get started so you can scale your video business 100% virtually, past 5 figures a month, and create the 3 main freedoms in your life: more financial freedom, more time freedom, and location freedom. So you can travel with who you want, your family, your loved ones, when you want, and experience some of those paycations without the Ronin back. So go ahead and message me, Virtual Video Producer, on Facebook, and I'll help you. Talk to you guys soon.